everyone, it's Miss Heather here from the Boxborough Library, and I'm excited to do our first craft along for summer reading with you. So our very first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a magic wand, and that's because our summer reading theme this year is all about fairy tales and folk tales and magical creatures, and every magical creature needs a magic wand. If you got your kit from the library, you'll already have most of the things I'm about to show you. If you are starting on your own, here's your list of things you need to get before you can start the craft. So after this list, you can either pause the video and go and grab this stuff, or keep going. First thing you've got is a stick. It's about a foot long. It's a good waving stick, not too sharp, not too heavy, and when I squeeze at the end it doesn't break because we don't want our magic wand to snap in half really easily. Next thing I have is some cool feathers. You've got some in your kit too. You also have some beads like these, like I have. There we go, beads. And some yarn. Some pretty multicolored yarn. I've also gone out and taken a walk today, and I found some things from nature that I thought were really pretty. I have flowers and leaves and some really beautiful grass that I found that I thought would look nice on a magic wand. So we're going to incorporate those into our magic wand. If you want your own nature things, you can absolutely go out and get them. The important part is it has to have a stem like that, if you can see, and it has to be something that will do okay for a while out of water, because you don't want everything on your wand to turn brown and shrivel up and die really fast. So pick flowers that are going to stay nice even after they've been out of the water for a while. So first thing you're going to do is look at your stick and decide how you want it to be. You might want to paint your stick. You can do that. I like mine the way it is, so I'm going to keep it this color. If you choose to paint it, you'll probably have to wait for it to dry before you do the rest of the video. So how are we going to attach all of this to our wand? We don't have any glue, and the secret is your yarn. So first step is to take your yarn, go a couple inches down from the top of your wand and tie it in a nice double 1, 2 knots. Very nice, good and secure. Then you've got this end here that doesn't look super nice, so what you're going to do is you're going to hold that against the stick like this, and you're going to take the long part of your yarn and you're going to wrap it around your stick and around that end. So what you're doing is you're tucking that end in so that it stays right up against your stick and gets nice and hidden. Now, if you want to, you can add your feathers sticking up out of the top. You can add them coming out of the sides. I think I want one coming up this way and one going down that way. Now, how are we going to get those to stay? Same way we got the end of our yarn to stay. You're just going to wrap the yarn around your feathers until they're nice and secure. See that? Doo-doo-doo. Keeping it nice and tight, and I'm making sure that the yarn goes right up next to the last place I wrapped it so that we're covering up the stick. Now, let's attach my beautiful flower. Now, I love these little buds here, but they are going to make it difficult to wrap. So what I'm going to do is trim those off so that I have one nice long stem like I showed you with the leaves, and I'm going to put that stem right up next to my stick like I did before and wrap around like I did before. Now I can hear, even though you're not here with me, you're saying, Heather, but what about the beads? We love beads. Beads are our favorite. What are we going to do with the beads? There are two different things you can do with the beads. I'm going to show you both on this wand. This is going to be the fanciest wand. So while you're wrapping, if you want, you can slide a bead on and then wrap, and the bead will kind of stay right there on your wand. And you can do that as many times as you want. And then the other thing you can do is that when you get to the end of your yarn, you're going to very carefully wrap it one last time around the stick and your finger, tuck your yarn through, and tie a knot. Uh-oh, my flower broke. That's okay. Sometimes mistakes happen while we're doing crafts. What I'm gonna do, really easy, is untie my knot. And take the stem of my flower out. I'm going to unwrap it so that it's easy and nice to get off. Unwrap, 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 unwrap. And instead of using the flower, I think I'll use my beautiful grasses that I have. So I'll tuck my grasses right against the stick. And I will wrap up. There's my bead. I'm going to slide that on like this. Nice and wrapped around. Since I have some more space without the flower, maybe I'll go a little bit higher and then add another bead. There. Now we've gotten to the end again. So we're going to do the same thing one more time. We're going to wrap around our stick and our finger. Push the end through the loop and pull it tight, and that will hold your yarn up close to your magical wand. Now the only thing is you've got this end here that doesn't look super great. So what we're going to do is add our beads to that end piece. And once you've got the beads that you want on there, you don't want them to slide off. So what you'll do is either add one last bead or take the last bead that you put on and tie your yarn in a knot around the bead, and then your bead will act as a break at the end of your string and keep your other beads from falling off. And then what you have at the very end is a beautiful magic wand where you can see all of the magical powers coming right off of it, exploding. I am a magical yellow and red fairy, and I feel super magic, and I hope you do too when you're done with your wand. And I cannot wait to see pictures of them, and I hope you have a wonderful time making this craft.